Hey guys, we are back again today, and this video is for anybody and everybody who feels like they can't find a job. I say this because I feel like in Zimbabwe, the only thing that I ever hear people say is, "Hakuna mabasa kunzoko." There are no jobs out there, basically. And I get that because almost everything is automated, companies are closing down, and some people that actually do have formal jobs don't even get paid enough to come to work. But the biggest excuse that I hear from a lot of people who don't do anything and just sit at home and wallow in their problems is, I don't have the capital to start something. So today, I've got 20 zero capital businesses or services that you can provide to people at whatever cost you decide your time is worth. I'm doing this because I know that there are so many people out there that are asking themselves, how do I make money? Where do I find the money? How do I do it? Andinakana dollar. So we're going to start with that. The fact that you're watching this video means that you have access to the internet. And most of these things either don't require the internet, they actually do require the internet, for you to market your services. But anything else beyond that, it's up to you, and you need the bare minimum except for yourself. So here we go. Number one, we have dog training. There are so many people that are tired of their dogs pooping everywhere and having to have somebody pick up after their dogs. Some people don't have the extra helping hand in their households, yet they have a pet. So I know there are a couple of guys in my neighborhood that actually offer dog training services where they come and they pick your dog up, they spend the day with it, they teach it that in the morning, when you open the gate for it, it needs to leave the yard, it needs to go and relieve itself, and then you give it a specific corner, like things like that. There's also other things that the dogs are trained to do, like listening to certain commands, etc. There's people that can do that. If you're a dog lover, that's one thing that you can actually take up and start to do. And then number two, we have resume building. In Zimbabwe, they call it kunyorerwa CV. Kunyorera vanhu CV. There are so many people out there that just don't have the energy. They don't have the energy, or they feel like they're not going to do it right. In Zimbabwe, you're going to pay for a lot of things that are really easy to do, but because people are lazy, you can capitalize on that. If you have a laptop at your disposal, you don't even need to own the laptop. You can actually borrow from people. Search up templates for CVs, the different types. I know in different countries they use different types of CVs. In Zimbabwe, we use the long CV. Yeah, that thing is long. 3-4 pages of just reading about someone and what they can do, what they've done. Yeah. And then in the UAE, for example, they use a one-pager. They want to see everything on one page. So you will literally make money off doing that, and there are so many people that are actually willing to pay for that service because they feel they don't know how to do it. It's a basic skill that we learned at school, but some people just don't know how to do it, and you can get paid for it. They will have the money to pay you to do it for them. The next one we have is logo and image design. If you have a creative background, you know how to use a phone. I did this before. During lockdown, that's how I used to make money. I used to make logos and flyers for people. There is an app that I used to use. I still use it up to today. Canva. It has the free version and the paid version. So you could literally use Canva to do everything. It has templates. It offers different templates for different things. So if you want to create a flyer, there's a template for a flyer. It will give you the sizing options, etc. So that's another option. You have a cell phone, you can download pictures on the internet, you have internet access, that's something that you can start with no money. Just advertise your services. Make a couple of flyers, even for yourself, like pseudo flyers, and there you have it. You're selling your product, your service rather. Consulting. There are a lot of people who have extensive knowledge in certain areas offer consultancy services. Like if you're good in the legal department, do law. If you're good in the fashion industry, consult for the fashion creatives. If you're good with taking care of chickens, consult in that industry. The next one we have is an errand runner. There's so many people that work 9 to 5 and they don't have the time to then get into town and do certain things that they need to do. Offer that service to people and start with people that you know. You'd be surprised as to how many people are willing to pay you to do certain things for them whilst they are at work. The next one we have is house sitting. It's not very common in Zimbabwe, but there are people that want to have someone to live at their house when they're traveling, etc. But you need to have a very good reputation, be willing to get a police clearance, etc. to be able to do this. The next one is home organization. If you're a very organized person, you like packing things in your house, start offering people that service, because some people just don't have the energy for it. They don't have the energy, they don't have the time. They would rather pay someone to do it for them. So why not offer that service to people? The next one we have is a professional finder. This is for people that have a flair for finding nice things. Like you're really good at picking out something, unique things in the weirdest of places because you like to walk around town or whatever. You can offer this service to people. Someone will send you a picture. Oh, I'm looking for something like this. You go around in your little corners, you find the product for them and sell it to them at the markup. I suppose they would have given you a budget to work around, and then you know that you've got extra income. The only thing that you will need is the dollar for the transport to go there. And with most of these services, if you feel like you are going to need transport or whatever, ask your client for a deposit before you start the job. It's actually the best way to avoid unnecessary arguments with clients. Ask them for a deposit up front before you start providing any job or service. The next one we have is events planning. There are people that, I'm going to give an example of what I know about. There are people that stay out of the country, but they're going to come back for their lobola or their rora. And they want somebody who has a bit of knowledge on where to find the things that they want and to plan an event for them in their absence. And then they just get there and everything is pretty much done. They're consulting over the phone. You can offer this service to people, collect a deposit, you make the payments for the people, to the deco people, etc., etc. And then you just charge your fee for all the running around. You've made money from literally just knowing how to put together an event. For those that have a sewing machine lying around and they did fashion and fabrics, or they even did a cutting and design course in school, you can offer sewing, garment sewing and alterations. All you need is for a client to bring you their fabric, they give you their deposit, and you buy your thread and the zip, and you've started. This is only if you have a machine at your disposal. Trying to then start buying the machine may cost you a whole lot more. So some of these things also depend with what you have at your disposal. The next one is a YouTube channel. I'm new to YouTube, so I do not get paid yet, but there are so many people that are getting paid by YouTube for making videos for whatever content they're producing. If there is a topic that you know about that is very dear to your heart and you feel like you need to impart your knowledge to people, or maybe just something that you like to do, then start your channel. The next is a pattern maker. This is for those people that did cutting and design courses. You literally just need your client to give you a deposit, go and buy the khaki paper and a pencil, and you're cutting your hip curves, French curves, and you started making patterns. So easy. A mobile beautician. There are people that love doing their makeup. They love their skin routines, doing facials, doing nails, etc. You can offer people mobile beauty services, because there are people that don't like to sit in salons. I'm personally one of them. Unless I really have to, I would rather not go to a salon. I would rather have it done in the comfort of my home. So if you're somebody who's got the skills to perform some of these tasks, I would say start a mobile beauty spa, because they know that you're going to charge them for the transport, and they should send it to you beforehand and pay a deposit. Because I've read of clients that have had issues with of service providers, that have had issues with their clients that then refuse to pay the transport cost or the full amount when they arrive. So to cut on that, always have a system in place where you know that you don't leave your house to go and do someone's hair or makeup unless they've sent you a security deposit. At least that way you know that you're covered and you are not spending your money for nothing. The next one we have is cooking classes. I'm going to put these two together, cooking or baking classes. If you're really good at cooking or really good at baking, you can offer these classes to anybody who wants this class. Some people like to get their house help trained for these services because they feel that maybe their house help doesn't know how to make the decent food, because we grow up differently and we grow up in different environments, so the style of cooking differs based on that. So if you have those skills, you can offer them to people and get yourself some extra money. The next one is organic farming. If you have extra space in your yard, there's nothing that's stopping you from starting a garden. I know a guy in my neighborhood who literally only sells kale. He only sells kale and the seedlings. And when I say the seedlings, it's like he's taking shoots of the plant and selling them to you as seedlings. He sells these seedlings at $1 for 40, 30. I don't quite remember, but he also sells the vegetables. So you find that on an average day, he's making at least $30-40, because there are people that are coming that are that are buying the vegetables for wholesale from him for about $5 for like a big bunch, and then others are just coming to buy for their domestic use, and those are like $1 for a bunch, $1 for a bunch. So imagine he's got the wholesale price, he's got the retail price, and he's got the price for the seedlings for people that actually want to grow them. So you can plant anything that you feel like will move in your area and get yourself some extra income. I would suggest vegetables, because vegetables like kale, spinach, rape, because they move fast, because it's something that's eaten every day by Zimbabweans, especially because of the, because of the staple food. Our staple food is sadza, so we're gonna eat sadza with the vegetables. Hello. The next one that we have is a laundry shop. Well, let's not say shop. Laundry services. There are people that don't like to do laundry. Bachelors, for example, they're young couples that are always busy. They don't have the time. They're the elderly that stay by themselves. They don't have the energy. Just go and pick up people's laundry. Charge per bucket or per laundry basket, whatever you decide to use to charge your charging system or method that works for you. You can do that so that you can have extra money. I know there is someone that I saw once who charges, I think it's $5 for a laundry basket. So the one full laundry basket has a charge, I think it's $5, and then if it's a blanket, it has its own charge. Shoes have their own charge. For those that are in Zimbabwe, there's a company called Smart Jet that only cleans shoes. Impeccable. Like, I'm not very good at cleaning my sneakers, especially the white ones, but those guys, I've seen them doing some amazing work. The next one you can do is bag making. There is someone that I know as well. This is all based on real life examples that I know. Her name is Ikaya Crafts. I think you can check her. I will ask her if it's okay for me to tag her. You can check her on Facebook, and I think she has an Instagram page as well. She offers lessons on how to make bags and shoes and jewelry, like beaded jewelry. And the first time, she says she actually just took an old bag that she had and she dismantled it, and she just became a self-taught millionaire. Like, how cool is that? And I'm sure you probably have scraps of fabric, even old clothes like denim lying around. You can cut those up and make something out of it and find customers to sell to. And you find that maybe the extras that you need are not going to cost you maybe $3 if you do need any extras. But I mean, it's very, very low cost. The next thing that you could do is career counseling. There's so many people that don't know what to do with their lives. Like, oh, girl, I used to want to be a lawyer. I wanted to be an economist. At some point of my life, I studied marketing. For those of you that went to uni with me in South Africa, know that I was studying marketing before I switched to studying fashion. So you can give career counseling to people in situations like that, or even to high school children, because your career preference changes over time and as you grow older and the more you learn yourself. Then the next one that, and it is the last one that I noticed, is typing services. There are people that don't have access to laptops. This could work for university students where you have a laptop and maybe you go to school with people that don't have laptops. You can offer them typing services. They write down their assignment or whatever document that they want typed, and then you just type it for them and you charge them a fee for simply typing the document, because then they take it somewhere else to get it printed. All they need to provide you is a flash drive and to put the document in, or even you can just directly transfer it to their phones. So guys, I'm doing this because I believe that as people, there is always something for us to do, but we just want to find every excuse under the sun not to do something for whatever reason. It could be fear, it could be that we're insecure or we're not sure of ourselves. But guys, there's always something for someone. And please guys, can we just do something? Because we are the next generation of parents and grandmothers. Guys, I'm not trying to have my grandkids saying, oh yeah, my grandma just used to chill at home and do nothing. No, we can't do that. So guys, if you like this video, please do like and comment. Don't forget to subscribe if you did not subscribe, if you're not subscribed already. And thank you so much. Please do come through to my channel for more content on business, entrepreneurship, starting little projects, and life in general, fashion, makeup, lifestyle, etc. Bye.